We're geeking out over Pokemon this morning here on Breakfast Television. The franchise celebrating 25 years in the business today. Drew Kozub out of Winnipeg with more on this nearly $100 billion industry. Drew, great to see you. Before we get into the specifics of what Pokemon's doing, why is this so popular?
Man, you know what? I think that it's one of those things that has such a good replay factor to it. The whole franchise, people love to play and play again, to train their Pokemon and to do better. And while this new game called New Pokemon Snap doesn't have that catching and training aspect of the traditional Pokemon games, it still maintains that replay factor in a very accessible and elegant way.
Okay, the Pokemon Snap, you dove into it. This is an interesting variation on the game. What is the hook here, and why do you think normal fans of the franchise will dive into this?
Well, first of all, normal fans are going to buy into it because they'll buy into anything Pokemon because it is so exciting. But I think the thing that's going to be interesting is non-traditional fans who've never even played a Pokemon game will find this one appealing. So the idea here is you're seeing we're leisurely kind of going through an island. We're seeing beautiful sights. And in Pokemon Snap, you're trying to snap photos of various Pokemon. So as you go through the levels, you're seeing different Pokemon doing different activities. You take these pictures. And then at the end of each level, you get to, as a researcher, you get to show your research findings to a professor who then grades the photos. And this is the key to this game that I think makes it so fun, is when you show those photos to this person, they give you a score. Now, Sid, back in the arcade games, do you remember playing for high scores in certain games?
I wasn't good enough to get to high scores that were worth anything, but the two arcade games where I tried, track and field was one, where there was hurdles and it was just great. There was javelin.
Push those buttons.
And then Dragon's Lair, the completely animated arcade game back in the day. It's still, if anyone's got a phone and you can afford it, this is one of the great video games of all time. It's 100% pure animated. It's great. I tried to get a high score, but I couldn't. I failed miserably, but high scores did mean something to me. Yes.
Well, that rush of chasing that high score that you felt in the Don Bluth's Dragon Lair game is going to come back big time in Pokemon Snap. Because once you've gone through that level, you kind of know where all the Pokemon are, you kind of know what they're doing, but the professor gives you this score, and you know you're so close, and you can do just a little bit better. So the big debate when you're playing this game is, do I go on to the next level, or do I go back and try to beat my own high score? So the replay factor for this game is so important. So the money that you spend on this game, you're going to be able to enjoy for hours and hours and hours. And because it's a different sort of gaming experience than you would find in a traditional Pokemon game, if you've never played a game before, everyone can easily jump right in, you aim your camera at the various things, and you snap a photo. So even if you're not a diehard Pokemon fan, this could be the perfect entry point into the franchise.
The animation is just exquisite here in these clips. So before we let you go, Drew, this is year 25 for Pokemon. I mean, there's got to be other stuff coming, right? Like what's on the schedule?
So this is the first big game, New Pokemon Snap. Later on in 2021, we're going to be getting two more traditional Pokemon adventures. One is called Brilliant Diamond, and the other one is called Shining Pearl. Those are your classic Pokemon games. And then it sounds like early 2022, so within the next 12 months, there's going to be a brand new type of Pokemon game called Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's an open world Pokemon adventure. So you're seeing the vastness in there, which is going to be a big change for the Pokemon franchise. So Pokemon doing a lot of very interesting stuff this year, and fans and new people of the franchise have a lot to enjoy.
Winnipeg's own Drew Kozub joining us as he does every week for Geeking Out. Go Jets. Have a great weekend, Drew.
Go Jets, go. Thank you, Sid.
Appreciate you. The Jets, they're playoff bound. It'll be interesting. All right, we're going to take a break. A reminder as we go to break, You Sound Off coming up a little later on. We want to get your take. The vaccine news, both in certain parts of the country, provincially and generally with the feds, was pretty good yesterday. Could see 15 million vaccines coming to Canada between now and the end of June. That's basically what we've handed out already. The You Sound Off is Canada's vaccine plan basically on track? Let us know. 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca and Twitter 24/7 at Breakfast TV. More Breakfast Television coming up after this.